Hello there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today I'm going to do a video and a focus or a guide a little bit on my Ice Golem 20 team, who I use, what they're wearing, and just how I'm getting through the content itself. And if you're here watching this and you're already a subscriber of my channel, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Everything that you do, it means the world to me, more than you can ever imagine. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, then I hope by the end of this video, I can earn the privilege of having you as a subscriber for my channel. So Ice Golem 20. Ice Golem 20 is not the, I don't think it'd be considered the hardest dungeon to run. Ice Golem's got, every dungeon's got its own unique kit to it, right? Its own unique difficulty that it brings to the table. And the biggest thing that Ice Golem 20 does, or Ice Golem does in general, is this wave right here, this second wave. The team reflect damage. It throws a wrench in the works, I guess you can say. It makes it hard and difficult for some content, for some teams to be able to get through the second wave, because all that damage is being reflected back at them. My team, it just absorbs that damage, and it says, whatever, we don't care about your reflect damage. We're still just going to pound away at you guys. That's just my team. In general, if you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I like defense-based champions. I like tanky style champions, support style champions that will spread out and mitigate the damage across the entire team, shield the team, heal the team, something like that, right? And these champions, the team that I have together does that quite well. The biggest other thing the Ice Golem brings to the table to make it hard and difficult for you are these two right here against the boss, these two add-ons. One of these add-ons does a single target hit with a heal reduction. He applied it to Jaw Ring right there, my lead right there in the middle. He's got 100% heal reduction on him, so he can't heal himself in any way, shape, or fashion, right? The second add-on, which is the one on the right there, he's currently stunned right now. He applies a defense down across my entire team. He puts a defense down debuff on my entire team, so my team takes more damage, right? And then there's the boss, of course, the boss itself. He brings an AoE attack just like every other boss in the dungeon brings an AoE attack against your team. Massive damage is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to just, boom, wipe your team out and wham, bam, and you're done, right? Lay it on the floor, good night, sir. However, have your team needs to be able to survive those hits, which my team does. And right there, that's the second thing that he does. It's called Frigid Vengeance. It's a special skill to him. I think it's this right here. Yeah, at the 80. Once you bring the boss down below the 80%, 60, 45, 30, and 15% threshold, he will actually revive his add-ons. He revive those two extra little dudes right there if they're dead. So he'll just revive them, bring them up, and if they're still alive, however, he ignores a portion of your defense. If I think it's 50% and 100%. Let's double check it real quick. Yep. This attack will revive any dead allies to 100%. This attack ignores 50% of the enemy's defense for each alive ally. So if he has both of them up when he breaks one of those thresholds and he attacks you, he will ignore 100% of your defense. That is killer. So one of the big things that you need to do is you need to take them out if you can before you start damaging that boss himself. So, or you just build a team that can survive through the hits, whether they hit the defense or not, because they have so much HP. It's hard to do. One tip and technique that you can do, you see these poisons that Kale is putting a plot on. If those poisons take the boss past the threshold, he won't do the Frigid Vengeance. He's also got chances to freeze in there. As you can see, Mystery Monster is frozen. But hey, it's there. It happens on occasion. If your team just plows through it, though, either they nuke the bosses out or they have the sustainability to survive it all, then you can make it happen. As you can see, my team is not a speedrun team. My team is not there to break any world records. Not like some of the other content creators out there like Stu Gaming, Hell Hades, Cold Brew. They're out there. They just did a speedrun challenge on who can do this the fastest, right? That's not my team, obviously. I'm at 5:30 right now. My fastest is like 4:30. I usually average about at 5:30 or so, so we're a little bit behind my current average right now. But my team is about reliability as well. I am free to play. I would rather take more time to get it done, but to have the consistency of being able to complete the run itself. Almost always, oh, it looks like I may not actually get it this time, and that is not cool for this video. We'll see if they can get through. They just might, because it looks like Mystery Monster and Captain Tamil are going to focus that boss. These two are a beast of epics, right? And this kind of monster, you've all heard about him. He's got AoE stuns, AoE shields. He's got a ton of stuff in this kit. He's a beast. He's a tank. He can 1v1 in the arena if you build him out right. He is level 60. He's good to go. Captain Tamila, though, she's an underrated champion right there. A lot of people don't use her, haven't booked her out, haven't built her up, and they don't realize what they're sitting on. She is level 60 here. She's got a team defense up, a team heal, a team ally protection as well. She's got a massive little kit that helps mitigate the damage and keep your team alive, and that is why I have her there. That is why she's in a lot of parts of my content, a lot of part of my account in general. You'll see some of my videos. I'm going to do some more videos on her later on so you can see just what she could actually do and just why I use her. This is going to be coming down to the wire. Let's see if we can get this done or not. Miscreated Monster, he's got some health back. He just might be able to handle it out single-handedly, fix it out, and make this happen for us. Hopefully they can do it pretty soon so I can get into the actual kits a little bit and show you guys just what some of these champions are actually wearing and just what my team actually consists of and why we've got them together. So, oh, so close, so close. Look at this. This is cutting down to the wire. But like I said, usually it's reliability. It's what I usually lean towards rather than trying to gamble for those speed runs. I would rather have a more consistent, reliable run. And like I said, usually this run is about a 90 to 95% success rate. They still got it done, even though it took them 7.5 minutes. I apologize for that. That was not supposed to take that long. But you can see, there's my team right there. So in the lead, I got Jarrang. Why do I have Jarrang in the lead? I've got him there for his aura. His aura gives a speed boost to the entire team in defense, right? Additionally to that, he's got a skill that does 3 hits on random, and it decreases. It has a chance to apply a decreased attack and a decreased defense to the champions. So let's get into the actual kit real quick, so you can just kind of see what's going on here. Jarrang, this is A3 right here. It has a chance to apply the defense down and the attack down 3 times at random. 50% chance to apply the 2 buffs itself. It is nice. It's on a 3-turn cooldown as well. His second A2, it's actually a 2-hit attack. It's got a chance to stun. 50% chance of stun, booked out to a 75% chance of stun. Even on the waves, it helps CC the waves, control the waves, slow them down so that you can get through the waves itself. It also CCs those adds on the boss itself. And his A1 just ignores some defense, just kind of like the boss tries to do to you. He does it back to them. So, we've also got Kale. Kale is like a staple in almost anyone's content, right? Because he's got a spot heal right here. He's got the 35% heal. And I just double checked and I did some experimentation. That heal bonus that from the books there, that +5, +5, +5%, does not make his heal a 50% heal. What it does is it takes the heal, which is 35% of the target's HP, and then takes that quantity and then times it by an additional 15% to make it just a little bit stronger, is what it does. So it doesn't completely add 15% increase of power of the HP. It's not that powerful, which is annoying. Unfortunately, would be really nice, right? But 50% spot heal, boom, especially on Miscreated Monster who's got 80,000 HP, or Captain Tamila who's got 70,000 HP. Here you go, boom, 40,000 HP, have at it, have fun. But no, not quite that powerful. His A3 is another reason why he is such a good one. On a 3-turn cooldown, applies a 30% increased speed buff for 2 turns, and increases the turn meter of all allies by 15%. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. My Apothecary here is fast. He's at a speed of 239. It's fast for me. It's fast for a free-to-play account. But so he just cycles through, which is nice, which is why he's there. Heals and speed, right? Exactly. So, Miscreated Monster, we talked about him briefly already. You know what he does. He's got an A1 who has a chance to stun and a small chance to apply a defense down. He's got an A2, which is an AoE stun chance and AoE shield on the team. His A3, he's got team ally protection and a continuous heal on himself with a spot heal to himself as well. And then his fear for the waves. Sorry, his passive for the waves applies a fear if anybody on your team has an ally protection buff on them. That ally protection buff can be from him or from another source as well. And I have Captain Tamila as my other source. So I have 2 sources of ally protection. Captain Tamila, unfortunately, is not buffed already. I did not jump on her to learn her and build her up as soon as I should have. But she's still a nice champion. Her A1 is only a 1-hit A1, chance to put a continuous hit on herself, whatever, it's not why she's there. I have her in the team for these next 2 skills. Places a 60% increased defense on all allies for 2 turns, and and heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. Plus, she's booked out on that part, so it's an extra 20% on top of the quantity that she would heal. And then also she's got this one right here. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Not booked. When it's booked, it will be a 4-turn cooldown, only for 2 turns. Unfortunately, it's not quite as nice as Miscreated Monsters. Miscreated Monsters is on 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. That one's pretty cool. But Captain Tamila, she's a nice little champion. Go check her out. I've done a video guide on her, so if you want to, go check it out. I'll have I've already had a card up in the corner. You can go see her. She's an awesome little underrated epic champion. I swear she will help progress your account. Is that all 5 of my? Oh, and of course I got Kale. Kale, I got there in there for the poisons. This one right here, the 4 times attacks 4 times at random, 40% chance to place the poisons. That is why he is in the team. He's there for the poisons to do some more damage. As you can see, also, I don't know if you noticed it, he has to do the most damage of anybody on the team, which is pretty cool. Remember, he is a starter rare, and he is running in a level 20 dungeon. So, just because the starter rares are starters does not mean they're not important. Does not mean they're not viable for your account. Keep them, use them, invest in them, book them, but use them in specific content. Don't just try to create a well-rounded, all-around champion in the later part of the content, and later part of the game itself. That's good to do at the very beginning when you're early still. When you start to transition to the mid-game, you want to take champions and gear them and tweak them for specific content, right? Because you can't necessarily have one champion that is really good in lots of parts of content. You can't make any champion be that way, at least. Some champions can handle it. Miscreated Monster can do just about everything. Captain Tamila, she's just about everywhere as well. She's in my Ice Golem 20. She's in my Dragon 20. She's in my Arena team. She's in my Clan Boss team, but she can't farm in the campaign. Miscreated Monster, he's in my Nightmare campaign. He can do farming in the campaign, but he's not my Clan Boss, right? So not every champion can be everywhere. So you can't just force it and make it happen. You can do some pretty strong stuff. You can force some stuff into some places, but you can't take any champion anywhere. As you can see, that put them back to Ice Golem 20 right now, and they are working through this first wave. It took it just over a minute. It's going to take about another minute 20, minute 30 to get to the second wave. But when you see this reflect damage, you're going to put the reflected damage up, which is what takes other people out. It's not going to even phase my team. And you can see all these buffs on my team. I got defense up, I got speed up, I got ally protection up, and there's the reflect damage. Wait for it. My team's going to say whatever, we really don't care. Because there's the heal for Jalrang. Jalrang, basically, he's got lifesteal gear on him. I didn't really show you guys the gear, did I? So he's got lifesteal gear on him, though. Kale's got lifesteal gear on him. Those are the only 2 with lifesteal gear. Captain Tamila's got a frenzy set. So whenever she takes damage, she gets a turn meter boost. Miscreated Monster over there, he's got a relentless gear on and immortal set on, so he's a chance to cycle through and take extra turns. You keep an eye on him, you'll see those extra turns come out. And then I got Apothecary over there. He's got a full speed set, 3 sets of speed on there. So their team, they're not lifesteal set. However, the Jalrang and the Kale do have lifesteal. That helps prevent that reflect damage from hurting them too much, because they're going to take 30% of the damage they deal back at reflect damage, but the lifesteal will heal for 30% of the damage they deal, so it kind of negates it and zeroes it out. Unfortunately, because of that, I do need other healers on the team to heal their damage up, because they will take other damage sources from the champions. So it's one thing you need to consider when you're trying to get around that reflect damage. So they made it to the boss. They made it to the boss in about 2 minutes, 30 seconds or so. It's at 2:45 now. And so they're working through dwindling these guys down, beating them down, and just slowly eating through them. They're doing good at controlling that one adder that he's been stunned, I think, 100% of the time, which is nice because he's that healing protection. In the past, before, I was always afraid of that defense down ad, right? You can see 100% defense down on my team, but I've learned that heal reduction, he is the one to be scared of, because it's actually the way my team is based. My team is based to take the damage and then heal it back, right? That's kind of what they're set up with the Captain Tamila, the Apothecary for the team heals, and then you got Miscreated Monster for the shields, and then you got the defense, damage mitigation, and heal it back. Outlast the damage coming in. That's the idea and concept behind my team. Outlast the damage and just keep rolling and keep moving forward. Look, that add-on is still alive right there. So he did a Frigid Vengeance slammed down, ignored 15% of my team's defense. You can't even tell. My team's HP is still like at 100%. So, unfortunately, Jawring's got that heal reduction debuff on him. Hopefully, we can get through. There's another Frigid Vengeance, another 50% ignorance on my defense, right? However, because I got the defense up on them, their defense is already up 60%. So, it helps basically zero it out again. Negate the defense, the negative effects coming in from the boss and from the run itself against my champion. So, I like my team. I like my defense-based champions. If you don't like your defense-based champions, if you don't like your tanky-based champions, I gotta say tanky-based because really I have no defense-based champions on this team. Captain Tamila and Miss Critter Monster are both HP-based. Jawring, Kale, and technically Apothecary are all attack-based on their damage output, but Apothecary is also support. So I just like the support style, the damage mitigation, the team assistance style kits on champions. That's on the Frigid Vengeance. Take out this ad, and we'll survive the next Frigid Vengeance nicely because he'll be dead. There we go. Now he won't ignore any defense on our team, which is nice. Let's see. Can the poison skip through it? We'll see. Come on. Hold on. If it'll work out. Oh, there's the Frigid Vengeance. Unfortunately, the last hit from Kale procced the Frigid Vengeance. Oh, we got 2 more attacks on him still. Okay, but you can see this run is going a lot more smooth. A lot smoother. There we go. Just over 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 seconds. And we got a nice epic. And I'm not going to keep that. But I can't sell it because my storage is full right now, you guys. Thank you so much, though, for joining me on the video today. If you haven't already and if you think I deserve it, hit that subscribe button that's right above my head right now. Don't forget to hit the bell notification as well so YouTube can tell you the next time I put a video out. Remember, I am out to create the most comprehensive library of champion guides of the rare and epic champions in the game and I'll let you know just what I'm doing with my free-to-play account. I'll see you on the next video.